Lumjana. Okay, so I was trying to find data on the situation, and there's lots of different ones, but at least 36% of Albanian youth want to leave the country.
Yeah.
I think the number is probably actually a lot higher. People that may not actually do it, but would like to. In 2022, 36,000 young people left the country in 1 year. And year on year, the universities are enrolling less and less people. Less and less students. The situation is not good. And the recent waves of migration we've seen, like to the UK, have been predominantly younger people. Why are the youth leaving?
First and foremost, they're very, very misunderstood. So their family isn't supporting them. With the youth we worked with, we've had so many cases where we have to work just as much with the parents as we do with the children. They don't understand them. They've given up. The school doesn't support them. And almost most people you talk to here about this generation, they say, this generation is just not, they're not hardworking, they're not logical, they don't want to work, they just want to sit. In reality,
I think every generation says that about
the next one. Yeah.
They said that about my generation.
They just like mentorship. They like mentorship. They are stuck in bubbles with each other where they don't get a lot of exposure to what's happening outside, what you can do, how people are. They don't get exposed to opportunities. So they just talk to each other about how shitty things are here. They get in a victim mentality, and eventually they convince themselves to just live.
This is what I was going to say. You know, are their concerns sort of slightly exaggerated? Because, you know, I hear people say, oh, yeah, but I don't want to work as a waitress for 400 euros a month. And I'm like, I started my career cleaning plates for £2.50 an hour. You know, it's not like I finished school and walked into my dream career with a salary.
Yeah.
You know, you have to start at the beginning and work up. And I think there is this sort of mentality of, oh, everything in Europe is wonderful and fantastic, and I'm going to be super rich if I live there. And I don't think that's true anymore.
No.
You know, the cost of living is insane. It's hard as an immigrant as well. You are at a disadvantage in many ways.
Yeah.
I feel it's interesting what you said about mentoring. I do corporate training on PR and communications, and I was speaking to a group of professionals working in banking. And I asked about mentoring. How many of you have mentored, been mentored? And they were like, this culture doesn't really exist here because we compete against each other.
Exactly.
We don't want to help each other. Exactly. We are in complete competition. This comes from our parents. You know, you have to be better. You have to get the best grades. You have to mind your own business. You know, you have to succeed. And this culture of mentoring is really not present. Maybe more now than it was a couple of years ago. This is a problem.